everyone, I'm Joe, and today I'm here to do a little something special for Thanksgiving, or Thanksgiving is here in America, even though it's not a worldwide holiday, but whatever, I digress. I'm here to do a special review for Thanksgiving. I'm here today to talk about one of my favorite movies, or specials if you will, to watch around Thanksgiving. A Charlie Brown Thanksgiving, released in 1973, about 45 years ago, which is quite insane. I mean, do I really need to talk about where the time goes? But A Charlie Brown Thanksgiving is a fairly simple story. Charlie Brown is feeling a bit depressed because another holiday's around, Thanksgiving. He and his sister Sally and the rest of their family have plans to go to his grandmother's house to have Thanksgiving dinner. But then on Thanksgiving, Peppermint Patty calls him up and asks him what he's up to. And during the conversation, Peppermint Patty invites herself, Marcy, and Franklin over for Thanksgiving dinner. And even though Charlie Brown tries to tell her that, actually, I have other plans, I can't have you over here, she doesn't let him explain, and therefore Charlie Brown's stuck in a pretty difficult position, having Thanksgiving with his friends and with his family. Linus, on the other hand, suggests that he does two in the same day. Sounds pretty simple, and no matter how many times I watch it, it never gets old. Like the other Charlie Brown holiday specials or any other Peanut special that I've seen, it hits the right emotions every time, no matter how many times I've seen it. There's really no negatives I can think about when it comes to A Charlie Brown Thanksgiving. I think everything in this special is perfect. The animation is, of course, really great, especially for its time in 1973. The voice acting is really good. The music by Vince Guaraldi is perfect. A simple jazz combo, but it works for Charlie Brown, and it fits the overall holiday mood. In fact, I like the variation of the Linus and Lucy theme, which has a Thanksgiving sound to it. Thanksgiving theme that goes da 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 da. There's not a whole lot of Thanksgiving music out there, but I think it has a Thanksgiving feel to it, and I like that Vince Guaraldi changed it up a little bit to make it unique for this holiday. And it has a lot of typical Peanut shenanigans, mostly coming from Snoopy and Woodstock, trying to set up the table for outside using a ping pong table, and Snoopy getting into a fight with the big lounge chair. And I love this face that he makes when he gets his paw caught in the chair.
Friends do nothing right.
This whole scene reminds me of my dog for some reason, the way he would get so mad about something. Eventually, Peppermint Patty, Marcy, and Franklin show up for dinner, and just as they start their feast, it turns out that the dinner that Snoopy made is toast, pretzel sticks, and popcorn and jelly beans, not the traditional Thanksgiving dinner that is known. While just about everybody there is a bit shocked, Peppermint Patty is not too pleased, and in fact, going as far as to being really harsh on Charlie Brown for supposedly not knowing anything about Thanksgiving dinner. And in his mind, Charlie Brown has just ruined everybody's Thanksgiving dinner, and Marcy helps Peppermint Patty realize the error of her ways from insulting Charlie Brown and inviting herself over without letting Charlie Brown explain his side of the story. So Marcy goes to apologize on Peppermint Patty's behalf, but Peppermint Patty eventually ends up apologizing on her own. And then later on, Charlie Brown realizes that they're going to be running late at his grandma's house, so he calls her and lets her know what's going on, and she decides, you know what? Bring your friends over. We'll all have a great Thanksgiving dinner together. They all ride over to her house to have Thanksgiving with her. And it ends with Snoopy and Woodstock having their own little Thanksgiving turkey, fighting over a wishbone, having a piece of pie, and just enjoying their Thanksgiving together. And the humor in this special is just perfect Peanuts humor. As I've mentioned, with Snoopy fighting with the chair, or some of the slapstick humor like Franklin sitting in the lounge chair but it falls over since Snoopy technically broke it earlier on in the fight. And also certain lines like, well, there's only one thing wrong with that. What's that, Charlie Brown? My grandmother lives in a condominium. I also really like the scene where Linus gives the historical and biblical meaning of Thanksgiving. It's a similar thing to A Charlie Brown Christmas when he recites the book of Luke. Now, I'm sure that some people might have a problem with that today, considering that it's too Christian or it's too religious or too preachy. I don't get that in this one. I think the creators of the special got it just right. It feels very natural, and it's a calm explanation of where the holiday originated from in American history. Yeah, overall, I think A Charlie Brown Thanksgiving is probably my favorite Thanksgiving special or movie out of all the ones that I've seen. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles is another one, but I don't think I'll have the time to review that right now, but maybe next year. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, Charlie Brown Thanksgiving, I really like it. I think it's pretty solid. So, what are your thoughts on A Charlie Brown Thanksgiving? Comment below and tell me what your thoughts are. And to everybody who's watching, have a happy Thanksgiving.